Big news is surfacing out of Dallas this week, as Cowboys fans are buzzing with concern over the future of their star pass rusher, Micah Parsons. Parsons, one of the NFL's most dominant defensive players, is heading into the final year of his rookie deal, a fifth-year option worth a hefty $24 million. But as the 2025 season approaches, it's clear the All-Pro linebacker has his sights set on much more, a massive, long-term contract extension that could reset the market for defensive players. Insiders predict Parsons' next deal could land somewhere around $40 million per year, a staggering figure, but not surprising when you look at his production. Through just 4 NFL seasons, Parsons has racked up 52.5 sacks, 256 tackles, 63 tackles for loss, and 112 quarterback hits. Add to that his Defensive Rookie of the Year award, multiple first-team All-Pro honors, and 4 straight Pro Bowl appearances, and it's easy to see why he's considered a generational talent. This past season, even in just 13 games, he managed to record 12 sacks, 43 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, and 23 QB hits, numbers that would make any franchise eager to lock him down. Yet, despite speculation earlier this week that Parsons and the Cowboys were close to finalizing an extension, those hopes were quickly dashed. NFL Network's Jane Slater reported that while rumors were flying on social media, the reality is far less exciting. According to her sources, not only is a deal not done, but meaningful talks haven't even started. That news sent Cowboys fans into a frenzy online. Some vented their frustrations, suggesting that team owner Jerry Jones is intentionally dragging negotiations out until the quieter months of the sports calendar, hoping to dominate the headlines. One fan wrote, "Jerry likes to wait until July when sports are dead, so he can get the A block on first take." Another fan added, "Let Micah walk and I'm done. I can only be a part of this for so long." Many are now wondering, what exactly is Dallas waiting for? There's growing concern that if the Cowboys don't move quickly, they could end up in a similar situation to what we've seen with other stars around the league. Players growing frustrated, holding out, or even testing free agency. Micah himself seems calm for now. Just last month, he reassured fans that there's a plan in place for a long-term deal. Speaking about Jerry Jones, Parsons said, "I really have a lot of respect for Jerry. We have great conversations all the time. There's definitely a plan, but we'll just see how everything plays out. There's been no progress yet." But what does no progress really mean? Could the Cowboys be playing hardball, waiting to see how the market shifts after upcoming contracts for other elite defenders? Or could there be concerns about Parsons' injury history or long-term durability that are slowing things down behind closed doors? There's also the growing salary cap to consider, projected to rise significantly next season, which could work in Dallas' favor or Parsons, depending on how these negotiations unfold. Either way, one thing's clear. If the Cowboys want to remain contenders, they can't afford to lose the heart of their defense. For fans, the wait is excruciating. For Micah, it might just be business. Stay tuned, because this saga is far from over. For more updates on this developing story and all things Cowboys, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. There's drama brewing in Dallas, and this time, it's not about contracts or coaching changes. It's a personal feud between 2 of the Cowboys' biggest defensive stars, Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. And now, a Cowboys legend has officially picked a side. Let's break it down. Last week, longtime Cowboys defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence stunned fans when he signed a 3-year deal with the Seattle Seahawks, leaving Dallas behind after years of being one of the team's most vocal leaders. But what really sparked controversy was what Lawrence said after landing in Seattle. In an interview with a local Seahawks blogger, the 32-year-old made a harsh claim. He never believed he could win a Super Bowl in Dallas. A bold statement, especially from someone who spent a decade in the Cowboys locker room. That comment didn't sit well with Micah Parsons, the face of Dallas defense and one of the league's most dominant players. Parsons quickly fired back on social media, calling Lawrence a clown, igniting a very public feud between the two. Lawrence didn't hold back either, responding with a jab of his own. "Maybe if you spent less time tweeting and more time winning, I wouldn't have left." Boom. Roasted. And just when it seemed like the drama couldn't get any hotter, Cowboys legend Michael Irvin stepped in with his take. and he didn't mince words. Speaking on FS1 Speak, Irvin made it crystal clear whose side he's on. "I'm absolutely going with Micah Parsons here," Irvin declared. "And look, I love DeLaw, good man. Great player for Dallas. But you can't say you'd never win a Super Bowl in Dallas when you were part of the reason we didn't win." Irvin, who knows a thing or two about winning championships, with 3 Super Bowl rings from his days with the Cowboys, didn't hold back as he placed some of the blame squarely on Lawrence's shoulders. Dallas had the number 1 offense a few of those years. Irvin pointed out, the problem was the defense. That Oprah Winfrey defense. You rush for 200. You rush for 200. You. Everybody rushed for 200. And D-Law was part of that. And honestly, Irvin isn't wrong. The Cowboys' defense has been the Achilles heel of this team in several playoff runs, often collapsing at the worst possible moments. And now, with Lawrence gone, it seems like he's trying to rewrite the narrative, casting Dallas as the problem, instead of reflecting on his own role. But here's where things get interesting. Could this feud spill over into something bigger? Micah Parsons is already facing his own contract situation, seeking a mega deal that could make him the highest-paid defender in NFL history. Could this beef with Lawrence be his way of staking his claim as the true leader of the Cowboys' defense, making it clear the old guard is gone and it's his team now? And what about DeMarcus Lawrence? His comments about Dallas not being capable of winning a Super Bowl raised serious questions. Was that frustration from years of coming up short? Or is there something deeper, like doubt about the organization's ability to build a championship roster around its stars? One thing for sure, this story is far from over. And with Michael Irvin throwing his support behind Parsons, the message to Cowboys Nation is clear. The future is in Micah's hands now. Stay tuned for more updates on this unfolding drama. And don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell for everything Cowboys. This is going to be one wild offseason in Dallas. With the 2025 NFL Draft just around the corner, the Dallas Cowboys are officially on the clock, and wide receiver is shaping up to be one of their biggest needs. After a disappointing postseason run and a lack of consistent weapons behind CeeDee Lamb, the Cowboys front office is under pressure to give quarterback Dak Prescott another playmaker. And now, one name is rising quickly on their radar. Tetairoa Mcmillan, the standout wide receiver from the University of Arizona. Mcmillan has been linked to Dallas in multiple draft projections, and after his recent Pro Day performance, he might have just solidified himself as a serious contender for the Cowboys' number 12 overall pick. Measuring in at 6'4", 219 pounds, Mcmillan showed off his rare combination of size and speed, blazing through the 40-yard dash with an impressive time of 4.48 seconds. That's elite speed for a receiver his size, and it didn't go unnoticed. Representatives from 24 NFL teams were in attendance, and sources say Mcmillan turned heads with his athleticism, route running, and smooth hands throughout the workout. Coming off a monster season at Arizona, Mcmillan put up 84 catches, 1,319 yards, and 8 touchdowns, marking his second straight year topping 1,000 yards. His production speaks for itself, and with that size-speed combination, scouts believe he has the tools to thrive as a dominant outside receiver in the NFL. And here's where things get interesting. If the Cowboys are truly eyeing Mcmillan, they may need to act fast. That Pro Day performance could easily push him higher up draft boards, with other receiver-needy teams now taking notice. There's growing speculation that Mcmillan may not even be available at pick 12, forcing Dallas into a tough decision. Do they stay patient and hope he falls? Or get aggressive and trade up? For a front office led by Jerry Jones, anything is possible. And history shows that Jerry loves making a splash on draft night, especially when it comes to offensive weapons. Adding Mcmillan opposite CeeDee Lamb would give Dallas a dangerous 1-2 punch. Lamb in the slot and McMillan stretching the field outside. It could finally be the move that helps unlock Dak Prescott's full potential and keeps the Cowboys' offense competitive in a loaded NFC. Of course, the Cowboys could still look to free agency or even explore trade options, but with fewer top-tier receivers on the market, McMillan may be their best shot at landing a true difference-maker. The 2025 NFL Draft kicks off Thursday, April 24th in Green Bay, Wisconsin, with rounds 2 and 3 following on Friday, and the final rounds wrapping up that Saturday. Until then, Mcmillan is definitely a name Cowboys fans, and the entire NFL will be watching closely. Will Dallas make the move, or will another team swoop in first? Let us know your predictions in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all your Cowboys draft updates.